Hello, everyone. My
Hi,
name
everyone.
is. Oops. My name is Jim Engel. This is Deb, and we're so happy to share some stories at our time here at Church of Christ in Newington. When Deb and I were looking for a place of service or worship, that is, we were looking for more than a church. We were looking for a home, a place that was open, where all are accepted. We're happy to be part of the missions and to witness some of the investments that the church does, not only to local communities, but to people around the world. These stories that were shared really inspired Deb and I to not only give time, but money. And this investment that we give without, people may go hungry, people may not have shelter, or children may not have books. So that's one of the reasons why we do give. Deb?
Yep, thank you, Jim. It is why we invest in this church. We love how this church invests in not only the wider community, but the world. And to share some of our stories, the church's stories, I'd like to introduce you to Dale Hasbrook, and she'll share with you the Get Lunch program.
The Got Lunch program provided lunch ingredients for 35 Newington families for 9 weeks throughout the summer. It also brought together approximately 75 adults and children from our church and the wider community to organize, pack, and deliver the lunches once a week. What better way can our investment be shared?
Great, thank you, Dale. Up next is Renee Lavoie, and she'll share with you our benevolence programs.
Did you know that 10% of what is pledged in our church is given away to our partners in the community? Thanks to the generosity of our entire church family, the Board of Missions and Social Action is able to put the phrase, love your neighbor, into action both locally and globally by supporting such groups as the Newington Food Pantry, Family Promise, our church's annual Appalachian Service Project team, the St. Vincent Center for Children with Disabilities in Haiti, as well as sponsoring 3 children in India and the Philippines. I give to the church because I know that my individual time and money will be amplified to do more good in the world than I could do individually.
Thank you, Renee. That was great and very informative. Up next is Trish Gerard, and she'll share with you her experience with Hands on Hartford.
Hi, I'm Trish. This is my 3rd year serving on the missions board of our church. I joined the board to be an active participant in the mission of our church to reach out to and invest in the community around us. I am co-chair of about 15 volunteers from church who give their time on the 3rd Wednesday of each month from September to June. We prepare and serve a meal to approximately 100 to 120 homeless people in Hartford through the Hands on Hartford program. We meet at church around 10:15 in the morning to carpool to Hartford and return by 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Each month there are about 7 of us that go. Unfortunately, the coronavirus has prevented us from preparing our meal since March. But we have had a food drive in June and another one in October to help fill the shelves at the pantry that services the Hands on Hartford program. We're always looking for more volunteers to join our Hands on Hartford church group. The time commitment is very manageable. It's about 4 hours every other month, and I guarantee you will feel great about helping those less fortunate. So come join us.
Great. Thank you, Trish, for sharing your wonderful experience on Hands on Hartford. Now, up next is the Helvey family, and they're going to share with you on how they invest in the church.
Donate to the church because of the different ways in which, we see our donations surface in the different activities that help our community. One of them is Family Promise. It gives us an opportunity to go ahead and help a lot of families in our community who need that extra support.
Sure. I grew up learning that stewardship means that you're giving of your prayers and your time, and so we like to give back to the church here with that and keeping that in mind.
It's really nice because with Seeds for Hope, it's another one of the programs our church sponsors. Both of our boys have the opportunity to sponsor a young boy the same age, same grade as our oldest son, who has the same interests as him, but he gets to learn that somebody else on the other side of the world has a very different life experience, and it gives him a chance to take part and share his privileges that he has with his brothers and sisters around the world. So we're very appreciative of these opportunities to give back to our church.
We also like to help with preparing the meal for the friendship dinner when we have those opportunities and giving of ourselves that way, and that hands-on stewardship that the church allows us to participate in. And so doing that and modeling that for our children as well gives us that opportunity to participate in stewardship in that fashion.
Thanks, everyone. That was great. Those are just some of the stories on why these individuals invest, as well as why we invest. But we can't do it alone. We need your help. So thank you for giving, and see you next Sunday.